that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Bill Grande.
They say that it is fully paid for.
Ours is paid for.
That will pay for any negotiated agreement.
Secretary Yellen, speaking of horrified, my constituents cannot believe that you support a proposal to require banks and credit unions to report customer data to the Internal Revenue Service for transactions of $600 or more.
By failing to pay any of our bills that come due, would really be a catastrophic outcome.
And so just so we are clear, we are not going to raise middle-class taxes.
That is a great cut. As a matter of fact, Phil played that yesterday, and it just shows how insane these people are. They make absolutely no sense. Trillions of dollars are proposed to be spent on an infrastructure bill and a reconciliation bill, and supposedly it's all paid for, but you have Janet Yellen sounding the alarms, saying if America doesn't pay her bills, it will be catastrophic. But wait, thought it was paid for. Hello and welcome to the Phil's Gang Radio Show, coast to coast, the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Alex Scott, and happy Friday to you. Phil Grande has the day off. Actually, I take that back. Phil really doesn't take days off, but Phil is taking a day off from the radio show. And with us today is the Director of Education for Phil's Gang. That is Steve Celeste. How are you, Steve?
Hey, I'm doing great, Alex. Thanks for having me on the show with you today. I just can't believe what Aunt B is saying. You know, well, actually, I do believe what she's saying. What I can't believe is how, everybody else is saying that the trillions of dollars that they're printing out, it's paid for. Who's paying for it exactly, Alex?
Well, and that's the whole point of that cut. Now, I know that Aunt B is talking about the debt ceiling. I totally get that. I understand it. But what about the printing press in the basement of the Federal Reserve where they're constantly printing money, okay? It's a very concerning subject, and it's an excellent question that you just posed, because the government now wants to spy on your bank account. I'm sure that most of our listeners are aware of this. And the reasoning behind this action is that the IRS is worried about Americans who are cheating the IRS out of their tax money. Americans are not paying their fair share. But wait, I thought that the $5.3 trillion that the Biden administration wants to spend is already paid for. I mean, this doesn't make any sense at all. And I hope people understand, especially the middle class, they're coming after your money. They're coming after your retirement. They're coming after your bank account. So all of this now historical spending is already paid for. Okay, we get that. Then why would the IRS need to be snooping around in Americans' bank accounts? And Janet Yellen is saying that if the debt ceiling isn't raised, the U.S. won't be able to pay its bills. So that's the real truth there. The proposed bill is not paid for, so the government needs to find ways to pay for it. Now let's think about this. The IRS wants to snoop into your bank account if there is a transaction made of $600 or more. If that's the case, the IRS will be in your account indefinitely. So why is that? Well, if you have a mortgage, if you have rent to pay, if you have a car note or so on, I can guarantee that these bills are more than $600. If you're lucky, that car note is not that much, okay? But to buy a brand new car outright nowadays, most likely it is, or more. But most certainly your mortgage payment and your rent is more than $600. In my opinion, this is the collection of data to verify who the middle class is. That way, they can implement new taxes to tax the middle class into oblivion. According to MarketWatch.com, in the ongoing debate over tax hikes for the rich and multi-trillion-dollar government spending on the social safety net, a much smaller dollar amount is catching a lot of attention. A Biden administration proposal calls for Internal Revenue Service monitoring of people's accounts to kick in at the $600 mark. Specifically, the administration wants to require financial institutions, that includes credit unions, tell the IRS about the aggregated inflow and outflow from bank, loan, and investment accounts according to Treasury Department documents. The rule would apply to personal and business accounts, but it would not involve handing transaction level details over to the IRS. The reporting would be done on an annual basis, and the threshold for reporting would be $600, a level that could increase in the Capitol Hill give and take it. The idea becomes law. Are you kidding me? This proposal would create a comprehensive financial account information reporting regime, the Treasury Department said in May. Since then, people such as Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen have defended the idea, saying it may serve as a valuable data point, remember that word data, in the administration's quest to make sure rich taxpayers pay their full tax tab. Are you kidding? Rich people. $600 qualifies, or $600 transactions qualifies you as rich. I had no idea how high on the hog that I was living. Listen to this. This is Senator. You know what? I'll play those cuts. What I really want to boil
like you're the only one that was high.
Yeah, right. I mean, you would have to be to even contemplate, propose this, and then introduce it to the American people and think we're going to agree on that. So this is what I want to actually talk about. Okay, we are going to have a webinar. All right, there's a lot of people seeing the condition of the market. They know that it has no other place to go. It can only go up for so long. We know a crash is coming. So this Saturday, tomorrow, okay, Saturday the 9th, we're going to have a webinar. Now, I'm not sure how many openings that we have for the webinar. We pretty much limit it, but in one of these segments, I'm actually going to have, maybe the third segment, we'll have Steve talk about the webinar and the importance of the webinar. In the webinar is Phil and Steve are going to teach people how to short. If you don't know how to short, this is where to learn how to short. So if you don't know how to short the market, that's where your money is to be made. I love people when they say bull market, bull market, bull market. A bear market, you're going to make more money in a bear market than you will a bull market. That's my honest opinion. So what you want to do is go to philsgang.com. And when you're there, on the homepage, click Get Started. Then you'll see the Working Investment Program. Click that, because we're giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. I mean, this is risk-free for 10 days. You have nothing to lose, and you're going to get a better idea of how the market works, how the economy is separated from the market, how the economy works, and then how to make profits in the stock market, not only on the way up, but also on the way down. If these people are going to tax us into oblivion, let's prepare for it. Let's get ready for it. You have to supplement your income somehow, whether you're retired, you're not retired, you're looking towards retirement. Go to philsgang.com or call us at 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. And once you start making profits, all we ask for you to do is give back to St. Jude. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and when we come back, we're gonna keep talking about Janet Yellen and the IRS trying to snoop around in your bank accounts. Don't go anywhere. philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Saturday, October 9th, live from 12 p.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern. Learn how to short stocks with Phil Grande and Steve Celeste at philsgang.com. There is no doubt that this market is overbought and will take the path of least resistance, and you want to be ready when the stock market crashes. Don't get caught like in 2008. Make sure you know how to short stocks. Go to philsgang.com to sign up for the most important financial webinar that Phil's Gang has ever done. You'll learn order entry, stops, understanding inverse ETFs, and much more. That's Saturday, October 9th, live from 12 p.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's archived for 2 weeks. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Go to philsgang.com and register to learn how to short stocks before it's too late.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. they've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show, coast to coast, the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Alex Scott. Phil Grande has the day off. In the first segment, I was talking about how the IRS wants access to your bank account if any transaction of $600 or more, if you make a transaction of $600 or more, they want to make sure that the rich are not cheating the IRS out of their tax money. So I'll go ahead and continue with the article from MarketWatch.com dealing with wealthy households that may have opaque or hidden income sources. Pardon me. Yellen on Tuesday told CNBC that a simple way for the IRS to get a sense of where that might be is just a few pieces of information about individuals' bank accounts. Nothing at the transaction level that would violate privacy. Well, transaction at $600. I mean, that is a transaction if you're spending it. These people are so far off their rocker. I can't even. I can't. So the Treasury, the IRS, and the federal government have the audacity, or at least their crony, Aunt B has the audacity to use her play on words, opaque, which simply means not able to be seen through or not transparent. Really. So if they don't have full access to your bank account, they can't see it. So therefore, you're cheating them out of their money. So they need to get in there. So continuing. An unprecedented amount of taxpayer information. There's a link between how much information the IRS has on a person's money sources and how much the person pays in taxes, according to Treasury Department officials. Tough to gauge income streams come from sources like a proprietorship and a partnership income, which also happen to pop up more often with rich taxpayers. Natasha Serene, the Treasury Department's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Economic Policy, wrote last month, when these opaque income sources are in the mix, the rate of noncompliance can reach an estimated 55%, so she said. For taxes based on wage and salary income, compliance with income tax liabilities is nearly perfect. 1% noncompliance rate, she wrote. So the IRS wants more eyes in more places to spot more trends, such as large sums going in or out that might not be reflected on a tax return. That general idea is already on display in proposed cryptocurrency. That is the BTC USD 2.22% tax reporting rules within the bipartisan infrastructure bill. The rules made it in over objectives, or objections from people in the crypto industry. I need to put my glasses on again. In that case, the people who regularly offer services executing digital asset transfers would have to report the transactions to the IRS in the same way that brokers have to do now with stock and bond trades. Businesses would also need to report to the IRS on digital asset transactions above $10,000. An average person farther down the income scale isn't who the IRS is after. But critics say these people would get roped in anyway. No kidding. A person making around $18 an hour paying rent and living expenses would have around 60,000 in combined inflows and outflows, according to the American Bankers Association. They can't even do simple math. $18 an hour is not 60 grand. We continue to believe this proposal jeopardizes the privacy and security of financial information for nearly every U.S. account holder, said John Casella, Vice President of Tax Policy at the Trade Association. It would trigger an unprecedented amount of taxpayer information, most of which will be irrelevant to calculating taxable income with sufficient cost and data security risk to taxpayers. The organization strongly supports tax compliance, Kinsella said, but there's a better way to do it using the resources and information the IRS already has. During tax year 2018, the IRS processed over 3.5 billion information return documents, according to the United States Government Accountability Office report late last year. There's nothing like an oxymoron when you put words together like Government Accountability Office. You know, that's like saying government organization. I mean, the stuff to me, it just, I don't know. It's mind-blowing what they want to do. We don't have enough issues, but if you think for 1 minute that they're not going to get to your retirement account, there's already concerns about retirement accounts because some of these tax laws that are coming into play through these proposed bills, which is the infrastructure bill and the reconciliation bill. There's certain things in there that we really need to pay attention to as far as changing laws for the IRA, Roth IRA, for your 401k plans, your retirement plans. If you don't think for 1 minute they can't go after your 401k, you're crazy. I mean, you shouldn't be in a 401k to begin with. You should be in the stock market. There's nothing like the stock market. There's no way you can make more money through a 401k whether they match you or not. I don't care what they're telling you. There's no way you're going to make more money in a 401k for retirement than you will through the stock market. If you want to know more about what Phil's Gang does and what we do here at Phil's Gang, go to philsgang.com. Risk-free for 10 days, man. You can get it. You can have an account risk-free for 10 days. Why not do it? Go to philsgang.com, click on Get Started. It'll take you to all the products that we offer. Click on the Working Investor Program. We'll give you that free for 10 days. You get the charts, everything. And then you're going to get a quality education because we're going to teach you how to make profits in the stock market better than anyone else can. Believe me when I tell you that. When I first started here back in 2013, I never thought I'd be in the stock market. Didn't know anything about it. Go to philsgang.com. You can call us, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264, and you're going to talk to a real person. You can talk to me. You can talk to Steve here. You can talk to Autumn. So you don't have to press 1 for English. You're going to talk to us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you when to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead.
My name is Steve Celeste. I am the Director of Education at philsgang.com. Have you ever wondered how the big guys make money on the way down when the market's crashing? Well, I'm going to tell you why. They know how to short the market. You have to go to our webinar, though, this Saturday, October 9th, from 12 to 3.
Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show, coast to coast, the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Alex Scott. Phil Grande has the day off. So, for the first two segments, we were talking about how the IRS wants to spy on your bank account. All because the IRS doesn't trust rich people or American people. I don't know. And if you make a transaction of $600 or more, I'm guessing, according to Janet Yellen, who is advocating for this, you are considered a rich person. I want to play a couple of cuts here. This is Senator Cynthia Loomis questioning, I believe she's the senator for Wyoming, questioning Janet Yellen regarding this new proposal. Here's Senator Loomis.
Secretary Yellen, speaking of horrified, my constituents cannot believe that you support a proposal to require banks and credit unions to report customer data to the Internal Revenue Service for transactions of $600 or more.
And so you're not taking my word for it. This is, a senator from Wyoming, and this is the response from Janet Yellen.
And I think it's important to recognize that we have a tax gap that's estimated at $7 trillion over the next decade. That is taxes that are due and are not being paid to the government, that deprive us of the resources we need to do critical investments to make America more productive.
So understanding what Yellen just said, over a decade, the IRS needs $700 trillion to pay the bills, whatever the case may be. And this is already assuming that they're not getting their tax money. So
what a bunch of Indian givers.
Well,
I mean, if you really think about it, let us print a bunch of money, let us give you a bunch of money, but hey, now we want all that money back.
That's right. And all this is word games, my brother. This has nothing to do with taxing rich people, believe me, because remember, rich people, all right? Well, who they consider rich people. There's not the middle class makes up the majority of Americans in the United States. Who are they going to go after? A small majority of people, or are they going to go after the huge number of people? How much more money do you think they're going to make? So Loomis brings up the point here in which I'm trying to bring up. This is the rebuttal after Yellen's explanation.
$600 threshold is not usually where you're going to find the massive amount of tax revenue you think Americans are cheating you out of.
Exactly. So everything that we've discussed here in the last couple of segments will affect you financially. There's just no question. So let's talk about how we can protect ourselves from financial discord and how we make profits in the stock market. It is time for Stock Corner.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner.
And of course, Stock Corner is led by our director of education, which is Steve. Man, Steve, tell everyone about the Working Investment Program and how important it is to their financial health.
Okay, well, thanks, Alex. So the working investor is, listen, if you are a person that works every day, you don't have time to sit in front of your computer, you don't have time to watch the ins and outs of the market all day long, the working investor is designed for you. It's a long-term buy and hold situation where I come in at 2 o'clock every day and post a video letting you know exactly what to do with your positions. I'm letting you know what I do with my positions. All right. So for example, Caterpillar, right? We know Caterpillar's been short for a little while now. And I told the gang today, hey, just take some profits in it, keep yourself a stop above it. And, we'll come back next week. And if it makes a newer low, then we can add back onto our positions. But you're not going to get that kind of information from anybody else. Nobody else does that for you. And we're going to do it for you for 10 days for free. And you get to use the charts. And you get to go into the training classes and courses and learn and educate yourself for free for 10 days. Okay, and if you find out that for some reason it's not for you, it doesn't work, you don't understand, well, first of all, give us a call. We'll walk you through. We'll help you understand. And if you still can't get it, then you can cancel within that 10-day period and you'll never be charged a dime.
That's right. And not only that, but of course the question is, Steve, who taught you how to trade? Who taught you these charts?
Well, the legend, Phil Grande. He taught me through basically repetition. He had me learning and doing things for him every day. Actually, he has this long watch list of stocks. There was 9,000 stocks in the market, and every day he'd have me go and search for a different pattern. And every day I'd go in there and look for those patterns. And I ended up developing a method that I call the Miyagi Method. And everybody who's a gang member is pretty familiar with this. But I call it that because anybody who listens to me knows that I was a fan of the Karate Kid back in the 80s.
Who wasn't?
So wax on, wax off. But the point was that Mr. Miyagi was teaching Daniel karate through having him do, house chores, waxing his cars, cleaning his cars, painting his fence, sanding his floors. Daniel was upset because, hey, he wasn't learning karate, and Mr. Miyagi ended up showing him, yes, you are learning karate, and he showed him the motions that he had been teaching him or had him doing. What he thought was house chores was actually muscle memory and different moves. Anyways, the point is by looking at these patterns every single day for Phil, I started to get very good at looking at a chart and being able to pick up all those signals without having to go through the whole list every single day. I could go through a handful of stocks and be like, bam, I'm buying that one, I'm buying that one, I'm selling that one, shorting this one, I'm adding to this one. And the rest of them, I just put blinders on. Okay, because we only need 5 stocks. We don't need anything really more than that. But we cover a lot more.
Well, 5 stocks can turn into 10 stocks too, because we can make money going on the way up. And as soon as they turn over and they're ready to short, we can make money on the way down. We don't have to look for any other stocks, do we?
We don't. We don't need to. There's no reason for it. It's just a waste of time, and that's how you lose money, by fishing for stocks all day long. You miss the opportunities that are right in front of your face. Keep blinders on to the 5 you have. You'll always do good.
Yeah, and it's all about, repetition, 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 but it's also about discipline. So when you're disciplined to do the repetitions, I love quoting Bruce Lee. Okay, Bruce Lee once said, "I don't fear the man that knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man that practices one kick 10,000 times," and that's what we're about here, is discipline. We follow rules, and of course, you don't have to kick anybody, but you definitely want to kick the old habits to the curb and become disciplined and training in the stock market. And also, another thing about training that Bruce Lee once said is he would surprise some people. They would try to kind of what we call, they try to sucker him. And he was so fast that people couldn't figure it out. And he was asked, hey, how did you do that? He says, I don't do it. It did it. So he got to the point where he trained himself to the point where he didn't even have to think about it. And that's how we do it here at Phil's Gang. It gets to a point where you look at these charts and you don't really have to think about it. The chart is basically telling you. And this happened. It happened with me over, I want to say a couple of weeks, where I started looking at this and going, oh, okay, I get it now. So if you want to check out the charts, it's free for 10 days. Why not do that? Go to philsgang.com. If you have any questions, give us a call. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. We got plenty of show left. We'll see you when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grande and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Learn how to short stocks with Phil Grande and Steve Celeste at philsgang.com. You'll learn order entry, stops, understanding inverse ETFs, and much more. That's Saturday, October 9th. Live from 12 p.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's archived for 2 weeks. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Go to philsgang.com and register to learn how to short stocks before it's too late. If we have to, and do the force.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show, coast to coast, the Off to Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Alex Scott. Phil has the day off. So today is Friday. Once again, happy Friday to everyone. Friday means something different to other people. So Friday means for the working class that the weekend is coming up, and we're going to enjoy that. And all listeners of this show and Phil's Gang members know what Friday means. Not only is it the weekend here, but Phil does a YouTube video titled 2021 Stock Market Crash Starting to Unfold. Phil's been doing this series of videos for quite some time now, and Phil is trying to get people prepared for this upcoming crash. And in fact, tonight's video will be about deficits and inflation, the out-of-control spending by the current administration, and how inflation is the greatest threat to our country. It's not terrorism. It's not climate change. It's not anything these socialists are trying to convince you that it is. It is inflation. Phil's going to be talking about that in the video, so do not miss this video tonight. Very important. We usually post the video between 6 and 6:30. Just go to YouTube. Use the YouTube search bar to look up Phil's Gang. And there you will see the 2021 Market Crash series. When you have the time, you can go through each individual video. They're anywhere between, I don't know, about 8-10 minutes long. It is so important to watch these videos to prepare yourself for the market crash that's coming. Also, you know what to do. Click on like, share, and subscribe. That helps get the word out to more people. And click on the notifications tab so you can stay up to date with our current videos and information. Another thing to do is to join Phil's Gang free for 10 days. I mean, that's 10 days risk-free. You have nothing to lose. Of course, the first 10 days we encourage you not to trade with real money. Most trading platforms have software that allows you to paper trade. It's basically practicing trades so you don't get hurt. Paper trading is great because not only is it safe and you can practice, you get to know how to trade, but also you can put the Phil's Gang system to the test, risk-free for 10 days. So go to philsgang.com, click Get Started on the homepage there, and click on the Working Investor Program. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Also, tomorrow, Saturday, October 9th, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Phil, Grande, and Steve Celeste will be holding a webinar. Not sure how many spots are left, like I said, if any. Hey, Steve, tell us about what's going to happen tomorrow and how important this webinar is.
Okay, Alex. Well, I actually just got the report back from Autumn, and it does look like we are sold out on the webinar spots for now. However, don't be discouraged by that. You can still go to the homepage or still call in and speak with Autumn, and maybe somebody will cancel, right? We can get you on a waiting list or something like that, but give us a call, and we'd be happy to get you involved in the webinar. And the webinar is going to be great. It's going to give you a full education on the stock market. It's going to let you know why we are where we are in the stock market at this point in time and what the market's doing. It's going to teach you, how to make money on the way up, but most importantly, especially at this time in the market, we're going to teach you how to make money on the way down. Okay, because you hear that all the time. You hear the big institutional buyers, they're all getting rich, but the market's crashing, and you're like, how in the hell are they making all this money and the market's going down and I'm getting broke? I'm losing everything here. What's going on? Well, they know how to short stocks. They know how to short the market, and so do we. And we're going to teach you how to do that at this webinar. So again, $75, give it a try. It's archived for 2 weeks, so you can come in anytime during that 2-week period and learn how to short the market. The downside to that is once it's gone, it's gone. So get signed up. What are you waiting for? Give it a try.
Yeah, I want to say there's nothing to lose. That's a sales pitch. And it's cliche. I'm telling you right now, if the market crashes and you're in the market, you don't know how to short, you have everything to lose.
Well, I got to say, cliche or not, is it a cliche when I'm making money on the way down and everybody else is going broke? I don't think so.
No, it's, kind of cheesy cliche, You have nothing to lose, blah, blah, blah. Well, sometimes you do have things to lose. Once the market goes down, okay, and you're stuck in the stock market, especially, what really chaps me too, man, is that in a 401k, if you're in a 401k, you cannot trade in the stock market with that 401k, especially you can't short with a 401k.
Well, you've got all types of rules and limitations on what you can or can't do, right? You're not allowed to short stocks. That's for one. Okay, so what do? They're not going to get you out of it until after you've already lost 20%. So what do?
Me personally, I learn how to short the market, and I do it on my own. I don't need anybody else. I don't need, and that's the other thing is people taking accountability. It's all about time. People say, oh, I don't have any time. I don't have time for this. Well, you have all the time in the world to make the money, but you have no time in the world to actually do anything with it. That doesn't make any sense to me. If I spend all this time into something, okay, I want to make sure that my money's doing the right thing for me. And it's not going to be taken from me because of lack of knowledge. So I'm going to actually spend the time to learn how to short the market, since there is such a thing. I mean, I'm not going to hand my money over to a smiling face in a great suit with a business card and say, here, take care of this for me. There's too many horror stories out there. I just won't do it. I'm going to take the accountability myself and take care of my money, because who's best suited to take care of your money? Well, you are. So the best way to do that is to learn how to do that. And by the way, our system is simplified. You don't need to know fundamentals. You don't have to sit there when you get off of work and sit at the dinner table and try to figure out fundamentals. Who's the CEO? Who's the CFO? What kind of returns are they making? Blah, blah, blah. We don't deal with any of that.
Yeah, fundamentals don't work anymore anyways.
It's not your grandfather's market, period. And nothing in life is for free. So don't listen to Bernie Sanders. Don't listen to him. Nothing in life is for free. And that money's going to have to come from somewhere. And that's what we were talking about today. So, Bolshevik Bernie and his free this, free that, free everything. Bernie's slick too, man. It's always a word on, a game on words, rather. Because he's like, oh, we're not socialists. No, we're democratic socialists. So that makes us different. He's quite the character, man. So, like Steve said, go to the website, see if we have any openings, and we may not. You never know who's going to cancel. Go there anyway, check it out. At least do yourself a favor and join the gang for 10 days for free, risk-free, for 10 days. I can't believe that. Who does that? You get the training system, you get the charts, you get the Pro 2. And the Pro 2 is for the working investor. It is a long-term chart, and that's where you want to be. And, we'll do this again. I always appreciate when Phil asks us to do the radio show here. And do not forget about the Friday YouTube video.
And also, don't forget about the kids at St. Jude.
That's right. That's how this whole thing began. So go to philsgang.com, check out the YouTube video this evening. Phil's got a lot of information for you about how and why the stock market is going to crash, and you don't want to miss, especially what he'll be talking about this evening, inflation. Inflation is the biggest concern and enemy of this country, so learn how to short the market, okay? This is Phil's Gang. My name is Alex Scott. We'll see you next time.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to